Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're diving into something a little bit different. We're going to be checking out Final Fantasy XIV. Not really sure what we're in store for or really what we're doing, but let's hop on in and see what happens. All good. Oh, we're in queue, so looks like we're just going to kind of hang out in queue. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What are we doing? I don't really know, but we're in queue. We're in queue. And queue. Do do do. Oh. Now loading. Loading. All right. Oh, we're floaty boys.
Here.
There. Everywhere.
Here. Feel.
Mm-hmm. You saying? Hello.
Here.
Feel.
Think.
What is going on? Swoosh. Fire. Bernie Boy. Oh, hey. Alright. Swoosh, swoosh. Get them all. Oh, like I said, I have no idea what's going on. Hey. Hey, you. Hello? Y'all right, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while. Feeling the effects of the Aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though, don't worry. How come you talk but have no voice? You dare halt! What's all this about? I'm a big baddie. Inspection! Man, search the carriage! I'm just all this peddler friend. So don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing else. Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Say, look, Somnus.
honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs as I sit upon my chicken? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine.
Business as usual.
Pokey! Look at me!
2 arms.
Heaven hells, consider this a warning. Now go, all of you.
Ooh. Getting their booties just handed to them.
No. Oh, that kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You'll be careful around them brass blades, lad. They'll have the sword off your back if they fancy it. That common bandits, they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some bestmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't care much for the conversations, see? Brent's the name and peddling's me trade. He doesn't buy your unusual garments, I'll bet you're one of them new adventurers. I know it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret the adventurers risk business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it?
Glory. Come on, what is going on with these voices?
Glory, eh? Well, if you're willing to take on them tasks as other folk ain't, an adventurer such as yourself can win fame. What coin can't buy? When you arrive in town, you'll want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventuring business in there. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing, eating and puffing and being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is that your first trip to Ulda? If it is, they've got the best yakkers around. You go give them a lick. It is. Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you about the ins and outs of your destination. Ulda's ruled by the Sultan in name, but as most folk know, Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of Her Grace altogether. But that won't happen while she still commands loyalty to the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. Each factions have long fought over power, selling the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no signs of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amaja, couldn't care less about Uldan politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They war as a gift to peddlers need breeding profit. And thought it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. The third thing, long last, behold Ulda, dull of Sandland, where folk turn sand into gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises. A solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ulda.
Uda.
Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul.
A brave soul.
One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
Dum dum dum. And here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the market to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name, though. But here's an idea. Become the sort of story personally as I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames
Which burn within us all.
For by fire are we reborn.
I could go set myself on fire then. Dum dum dum. Oh boy. I'm just gonna walk on in here and I adventurer over here. I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Eh? How can I tell? Name's Raymond, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge even. Just this once, like. Oh. Can I? No, I can't. Welcome to Ulda, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanlan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. This one. Follow the instructions to move your character just the position of the camera. Okay, we're gonna do that. That doesn't work. Okay. Alright, so we're doing that, and we're doing that, and we're doing this, and we're doing this, and we're doing that. No. Close. Configuration. Sound. Okay, we can turn that up. Everything's up, so is the voice just not working? Play music, no. Yeah, but music, no. BGM, no. No. I don't know. Play guide. Sprint, return, teleport. Alright, well. Non-player characters offering quests can Be recognized with the exclamation marks above their heads. Right-click on the mark to bring up the quest window. Once in... Okay. Yep. Accept. Tis plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. Yeah, whatever. So before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Right path? Let's go to the right path. Take those stairs. And get adventuring. You have become a quest. Hello, chickens. Oh, I can jump. There's a board. Complete the quest by right-clicking on the NPC. One, two, three.
Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you look at the girl of the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Marauder, and I own this fine establishment if it pleases you. I'm the man of the Adventurers Guild here in Uda. So you might say that looking after great adventures like yourself is my vocation. Lucky for you that it is. That's someone like me to steer you right. You'd soon find yourself out of the middle of nowhere caught up in business you don't understand. Like a conflict with the Amalchas, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for forever now. Then there's the Guardian Empire, and I can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. The people drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and lingering feeling of loss. And no wonder, it's scarcely been 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an eighth hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye, 'twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You didn't think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. There's one thing the fighters agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. These worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, that will not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. And all they're after you lend a helping hand and try to lead Uldan a better state than you found her. If you could promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, the promise is a promise now. Counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spinning and bickering like the old days. And the happy and prosperous Uldan means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. All right, Mr. Jormungandr. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir.
Please, sir, be merciful. Tell this my witness. I say I'll bring you your money.
Holy Eustace, not even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a fourth chance to offend. You too, Tindri scum.
No, please, mercy.
Well, ain't that sorry sight? Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bother me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with women folk from time to time. Anyway, welcome to Yuldar. Take a moment to catch your breath and I'll teach you a little about our fair city.
Complete. Quest complete. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. Taking the first step as an adventurer, listen well to the wisdom. The elemental gauge indicates whether you are under the influence of astral fire after casting a fire spell or umbral ice after casting a blizzard spell. While under the influence of astral fire, all fire spells will have increased potency but require more MP to cast. While under the influence of umbral ice, you will have significantly increased MP recovery. You can view the job gauge and stuff in the corner. Are special status effects which allow thaumaturges to continuously deal devastating amounts of damage while conserving their MP reserves. Things we just read. Conversely, casting one of the blazer spells gives the thaumaturge the effects of umbral ice. Yes, we know. In level, the number of ice and fire effects which can be stacked at any one time increases. The larger the stack, the more powerful the effect. Learning then to switch between fire and ice is key to being successful in extended battles. Important quests used to tell the story. They're called main scenario quests, also questy quests. They're quests about quests that involve quests. Did you know? Mamodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Doing tasks.
Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetherite Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue. Then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetherite. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them. So be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned to it with an Aetherite before? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Thaumaturge's Guild over at Arzeneth Ossuary. Assuming that scepter ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the Steps of Tal. Goods from all across the Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, as long as you've got the gil. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought. There's plenty as won't
scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests, which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to help you out the markets once he's read it. In short, then, visit Aetherite Plaza, Saboteurs Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Now, before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who'll try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after guild the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for upcoming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you finish, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a guild to your name. Hello. Yes. Quest accepted. Bum 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 bum. Whoa. Main menu. HUD. Sexualities. Crescent moon. Maybe intersanctuary. Stuff things. Navigation. Greetings, I am the Smith, the Stoker Files and Forger skill charge. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been trusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you, but have been recently taking up the adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. The Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow Smiths and I help to provide you guidance, but the guild also lists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you all their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by the title of Mentor. Mentor stands ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under the belt and will likely have a solution for every dilemma might be causing you trouble. Mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences and yours here. Please don't hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. I'm a new adventurer. Yes. Bonus experience. Blah 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 blah. Oh. So basically, you go with a mentor, and this is getting loud. You people are so loud. So loud. Ah! Was I not supposed to go here? You have left the sanctuary. You have entered a sanctuary. I left and entered the sanctuary at the same time? Did what? Okay. In. Okay, I'm cool with that. Coliseum, Goldsmith, what is all this? Screw it. I see quests. I get quests. Hello. You. What? Level 50, level 38. Who are you? And you are? How? A lowly common adventurer, but of course. Yes, I am Cicero God. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you about the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. That's from my feet. But what, you expect me to do it for free? Surely you just. My dear adventurer, when you ask an old one for a favor, you shall at least try to make it worthwhile. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Oh, Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brave, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being this advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Uldar's markets have ever served as both literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to your city, and the majority of maritime trade between Valbrand and Aldernard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Uldar as their base of operations. They see to it that the marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided as he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventure, a daily sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket, whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you'll find Mitch's pelling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. To the south, you'll find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other items useful for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. And that is all the complimentary aid you shall get from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Momodi, now off with you. And yes, for those wondering, we are on the free trial. So have no fear. Wait. What if I click this one? Now have access to the Aethernet. Simply by placing your hand on a shard. Yep. Okay. So is this run? Is there a run? I don't know, but there's a thing here we wanted to touch. Boom. Fine. Alright, we go into the Weaver's Guild and there's quests. Questy quests. Somewhere. Aether Wine. What's up? Appears vexed by his work and his need help with a helping hand. Something in a cream. Whatever shall I do this dress? I just can't seem to finish it. Design is flawless, absolutely flawless, of what I have no doubt. But I simply cannot settle on a color of a life for me. How would you like to conduct a bit of field research for me? Dying to know what color the ladies of Uldar are wearing these days, especially on the hosting strip. And when you're finished, please call on Luca at the Luku at the Alchemist Guild. The woman is a wizard with dyes. Have her cook up whatever color you find is most popular. Loss of manpower. If it is the work you seek, the Weaver's Guild welcomes you. Indeed, your timing is impeccable. Soiree is to be held with all of Uldar's elite in attendance. Once the invites went out, the orders came in, and that with a fury. Every lord and lady from Cape Deadwind to the Cinderfoot is demanding the latest fineries. I need hands, and I need them now, yet I cannot spare the time to go off in search of them. Would you care to aid us, friend? I ask no more than you welcome to our doors any willing souls you might find. Come, let us see how you fare. Show me your warmest welcome. When worked on, first highlight a target if necessary, then select social and menu, and then emote. Social emote. Welcome. Excellent. I dare say I would work for you myself. Now hurry off. We need those people. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, now we go off to... Oh, wait. We Eldars have a weakness for fashion. Why, just look at me. I've taken the trouble to match my wrap to my hair, ravishing gnome. Gods, I can hardly contain myself thinking of the new dresses that'll be at this party. Would that I were invited. Emotes. Welcome. The Weavers are recruiting. Finally, my chance to become a famous designer. You. Emotes. Oh, I can just type /welcome. Work at the Weavers Guild? I'd be lying if I said I weren't interested. To whom might I go to inquire further? Okay, well, there's two.
What do you want? I've no time for your shenanigans. Ah, but he's got time for shenanigans. You're getting in my bloody way.
You looking for a model? Oh, you naughty boys. Flattery will get you everywhere. I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stitching and whatnot. Fancy my garb, do you? Well, you should. It's all the latest rage. So the Weavers need help, do they? Sorry, friend. I'm such a coin. How about you?
If he accepts, this would be ridiculous.
Weave and work. Take a look at me, friend. I'm a bloody god and on duty, no less. Move along now.
Why is there a lollipop on my map? I am bitter snow. The eyes of a man in love, wrought with worry and doubt, he appears to be waiting for someone who's yet to arrive. What could be keeping her? My beloved yellow moon and I promised to meet at this very spot. But 2 bells have passed and I've nary a word from her. Gods, I hope she's all right. As much as I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if she were to come in my absence? Please, would you search for her in my stead? It's possible she's somewhere near the Weaver's Guild. She's always enjoyed watching the... By the gods, do you think she's left me for someone more dapper? I try not to look like a bumpkin, but I've no mind for fashion. Boop. Jump, jump, jumpity jump, jump. Boom. Do 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 do. Some might be up, others might be down, but you can always find me all around town. Yes. Welcome. No?
There's never a shortage of white dresses on our olden ladies. Surely it is the most comfortable color to wear under this murderous sun.
Oh, that's good to know.
Cornell. Personally, I've always had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown.
Wait a minute.
With more thingamajiggers. Oh, what's up?
Hello.
Red ever as always. This is Ulda, my dear boy. Where the sun beats on your back with fiery fists, and the suns and sands are hot and unforgiving, and everywhere at once. We Uldans live for our passions, and our lust for life, surpassed only by our lust for lust.
Boop.
Halloween. Need an adventure to help him test a revolutionary new medicine. Yes, yes, yes! Last, my work is complete. Mark my words, this formula will revolutionize alchemy as we know it. With just a sip of this tonic, even raging fevers will be instantly extinguished. But I must need to test it. Adventurer, while I produce more, bid you take this batch to Pearl Lane to a man there named Landibert. He is trusted by the other refugees. Persuade this Landibert to take my tonic and give it to his people, but require nothing in exchange. After all, it is truly effective. It will be a tremendous boon to the advancement of the alchemical arts and mankind at large. Boom. 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 Jump. Jump. Boo doo 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 boo ba da ba doo doo boo. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing in here? I'm just jumping around here. Don't mind me, my dudes. Whoa. Yellow. What fair color than that in the name of the fairest maiden? Yellow moon. Oh, yellow moon, how my heart pines for you. Uh-oh. Best color for a dress. Well, you know what they say. Once you go black, you never go back. Oh my. Dodoman.
What color is in fashion? Well, I must say I'm just back from Gridania, and I find there's a certain verve to verdant livery. Green, you bloody idiot.
Boom. Where are we? Where are we going? I don't know. Down. What's up, y'all? More this way. This way, this way. Doo 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 doo. Genevieve. Ah.
What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence. And now look. Look at how my gill is scattered across the ground. Pick it up right this instant.
Okay. Sure. I don't care. I don't know how you managed to get like perfect piles in just this area. But okay. What's up?
My gill now! And there had better be naught missing. This appears to be everything. What are you still staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence!
Well, yeah. A reward. Needs an adventure to pick up an order from the Goldsmiths Guild.
Have you kind of raced me back? I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What? You don't know who I am? Next biggest thing that's coming to the Coliseum? Zazariki is my name. And you'll be hearing all about my exploits in the coming days. I've even thought of a title for myself, the Garnet Gladiator. Which reminds me, I've yet to collect a circular commission from the Goldsmiths Guild. You would go pick it up. Go get it.
Infestation ladybugs. Carriage yards in here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I've a deed what needs doing. Wild ladybugs have been wreaking bloody havoc on the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late's made them ornery as an aurochs in rut. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers they're more than a match for any merchant who's seen more days at the teat than he has on the battlefield. Well, what'll it be? Fancy putting down for or so the bloody buggers, or don't you? Sure. Oh. I gotta go pick things up, make some offerings. Boing! Boing! I gotta go down there too. It's all good. I got this. Hey, Landberg.
Eh, medicine for the sick.
Ah, we're not fools, boy. We know full well what Elwyn is up to. But we'll accept his medicine nevertheless. Look at this! Beggars can't be choosers. Might be as it's a mere experiment to him, but to us it's a matter of life and death. If we've got to choose between his will and nothing at all, is it really a choice? Few come here by choice. If you are still bearing medicine, your kindness shouldn't go unrewarded. The space is important to us, but I want you to have it. Just some old powdery, I know, but it might be valued by collectors. There remain who are willing to pay good coin for such objects. If you go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, chances are you'll find one of them. Oh, gotta go this way. Welcome, welcome! What might a discerning gentleman like yourself be looking for today? Permit me to examine this vase of yours. Hope you not spend too much coin on this trash. Flood of like items brought in by refugees has destroyed what demand once existed. Markets are fickle, my friend. If you lose sight of current trends, you stand to lose everything, as I once did. Market wards once bore my name until fate and hubris reduced me to this. For your sake, I pray that you do not have to learn this lesson the same way I did. Boom. Okay. Looks like on the way, Weaver's Guild would be next. What's up? You've returned. Well, how did you fare? 2 potential recruits to say? Welcome news. I only hope their zeal for fashion will show in their efforts for the guild. What we do here may seem all silk and satin, to be sure, but the work within these walls is far from easy. In that, I suppose our trade is not unlike any other. Boom. By regards be good. Just look at me, this hair, this outfit. They don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? Oh, I can't let Bitter Snow see me like this. Maybe that last tunic was best after all. Or no, perhaps the blue. Bitter Snow is waiting for me, but I haven't anything to wear. You have clothes on. Wear that. Oh, so many things in here. What's up? The most popular color of late. Well, all colors have their merits, of course, but pressed I'd have to say red. Why, any color is perfectly fine for a dress, you silly thing. So long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. Oh my. Okay, we're gonna do this and pop these. Go this way. I touched this one, right? I did. Oh, yeah, this, hand over, hand over. Very good circlet, just a moment, sir. Oh dear, this is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circlet to Etheric Exact specifications have proven somewhat difficult. Right now the coordinates halfway through our work and we're still waiting on the next shipment. Hate to impose, but would you explain the situation to Crooked Half at the Miners Guild? My records indicate that he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind? I don't know, maybe it did. Yeah, I know. We have the Saboteurs. We'll get there. We got people to help. Boom. Boom. I have a mind to drain a pint, so hurry up and speak your business. She wants how many bloody garnets? 7 hells, man. They don't grow on trees. But more than that, this lad will fancies himself the next Friends Affair. I'll worry less about style and more about swordplay. Then he wrote, I'll do my part to ensure the little guy gets bedecked in all the freaking garnets he can afford. And if he dies in his first fight, well, at least he'll leave a pretty corpse. Hoosting strip. Okay, well that's where we're heading. It looks like. Is it down? I don't know, but there's a shiny thing. This doesn't look like to be where we looked before. It's up. Yeah, it was up. So we're headed to the Alchemist now. Boom, boom, boom. Alchemist Guild, what's up? Hello? You're here on behalf of the Weavers Guild, are you not? Yes, Aetherwine said you'd be along. Well, what color is it to be then? Sounds as though you have 2 votes for red, 1 vote for green, yellow, black, white, and black, 1 abstaining, and 1 vote for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. By no means a resounding victory, but I suppose red it shall be. I have some catalysts I've been saving for just an occasion. Mark my words, I'm going to concoct the most vibrant red Ul'dah has ever seen. Alchemy may look arcane and esoteric to the uninitiated, but it is grounded in naught by science and experimentation. Indeed, I dare say it does more to advance culture and civilization than nigh any other discipline. Whoa. Level up. Whoa, whoa. Okay. So I take out those, but I should probably try to find where the guild is. Boom. Where are you, guild? Guild. Jumpy. Okay, so I feel like this area would have a little crystal, but guess not. Okay, so if we go all the way this way, what is out there? Boy. A bunch of quests and stuff. First things first, there's a... Ooh, oh, there's the Saboteurs Guild. What's up, guys?
Welcome to the Saboteurs Guild. It is fate that has guided your steps here this day, friend. I see that you harbor arcane ambitions, although your journey has scarcely begun. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught, primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you would join our ranks and wield such power, you must needs know of our beginnings. The nation of Ulda inherited its traditions from ancient Belladia, study founded by the descendants of the first mages. The secrets of these illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of Naldthal, who have passed them down from generations to generation ever since. Focused and refined over centuries of use in the Order's funereal rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we now know as thaumaturgy. Oh, dirty kitty. A freezing blizzard to halt corruption, a raging fire to cleanse the corpse, a bolt of lightning to expel the sins of mortal life. The dwellers employed in the preparation of the dead are equally efficacious when applied to the living. It is for this reason that we are feared and respected in equal measure. Thus does our guild thrive in the catacombs of Arzaneth Ossuary, a sanctuary devoted to Thal, divine arbiter of the afterlife. What say you then, adventurers? If you would plumb the abyssal depths of thaumaturgy, let our learned sages guide your descent. But before you leap into the darkness, you must prove to our guildmaster that you are possessed of the spiritual fortitude necessary to look upon that which waits within. When you are ready to submit to the judgment of our most eminent mages, say the word.
I am Erasmus of the Order of Naldthal, and I am charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna, and the environs in which they dwell, for the dark art of our order is death itself, and power over death can only come through knowledge of life. One day I shall publish my findings in a single comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Thanalan. But there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, brother. Brother! Show me the way, brother. Bring me 5 bottles of marmot's blood, and perhaps I shall name you in a footnote. Marmots are hardy creatures that thrive nigh everywhere. You will most certainly find them just outside the city in western Thanalan, by way of the Gate of the Sultana. Do take care. They can be feisty little creatures when threatened.
Well, adventurer, will you join the guild, or do you presume to ignore the urgings of impatient destiny?
Let's do it.
A wise decision, indeed. To prepare for your initiation, I would like you to study the volumes of fundamental thaumaturgic principle, all 108 of them. Or at least I would if such requirements had not been abolished. Too great a deterrent to fresh novices, they said. I suppose you shall have to settle for calling upon the collective wisdom of our guild masters. We have 5, you see, all brothers of the same house.
Brother!
Though they will wield supreme authority, it is the eldest who provides the singular voice of the guild when one is required. Master Kokobigo, I believe.
What's up?
Who? What? Oh, those teeth, man. Did you and their mother never tell you not to startle saboteurs? Look at that expectant face, Coca Beagle. This gentleman's obviously a new applicant for the guild seeking an audience with our eldest brother. Oh, Prelate Yayaki. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites of the virtuous fallen from memory. But the simple task of keeping our names straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Well, I for one find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, good sir. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our sibling Kokabuki, with whom you should speak. What's this? What's this? Great Saul has led to us a new aspirant. Oh, Kokabuki, were you here the entire time? Greetings, child. I am Kokabuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest. Of the 5 masters of the Saboteurs Guild, it is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells, for instance, far exceeds the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzard, somnolence, the Saboteurs calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorceries, teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge head first into the forbidding chasm of Saboteurs' secrets, for advancement in this art comes only when the completion of deadly and terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled?
Yeah.
A confident response, your name, if you will? Very well, let us mark your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Huge hornets, star marmots, and snapping shrews inhabit this land in abundance. Exercise your sorcerer's might and slay 3 of each of these creatures before returning to my side.
We could do that. Hi. Oh, that's how I get out of here. Alright, well, we're not there yet. We got a bunch of stuff up here to go through.
Tell me, what brings you here, friend? Looking for a bit of work, perhaps? Some small job to add a little weight to that coin purse of yours, While you're in luck, the pugilists have placed an order with me for several of the leather gloves and harnesses they use for sparring, but the traders are cruel. For I find myself lacking the hides required. Would that I had the pelts of a few snapping shrews. What say you, friend, Care to help a merchant down on his luck, Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. You can find the creatures roaming Central Sunland.
Ooh. Hey, you. I saw you looking at me. Hey, got something to say, huh? No? Well, I do. You know, Diddlada, short, broke, never pays what he owes. Yeah, that bleeding boy. Tell him to pay up, or I swear by the 12, I'll beat him so hard I'll feel like the second coming of Dalamood. If I see that little guy's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp like it's not, so you go and tell him. Oh, okay. Oh, we go over here. What are you? How are you taking to older Loki? Make any new friends in high places yet? Well, when you have the Sultana's ear one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old Wyman. Long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favor and take this missive to Josias at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder, and the man will even give you some gil for your trouble. If only all work in this city was easy, eh? Hail, adventurer. Might you have come at the behest of Miss Mamodi of the Quicksand?
Just kidding. Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the atonement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. Ha! Just joking again. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. Look on your face was absolutely priceless. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you're unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport? Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the aetherites in their connection to the flow of aether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Ezoria, and any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions.
Return learned. Alright, so looks like we have something like right here. Do you have business with the Platinum Mirage this evening? A mercer from Wyman? Alright then, let's have a look. Bird is barren, let the hounds feast. Ugh. So it goes. Oh, this? Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protection services. Unfortunately for this particular petitioner, Wyman's investigation revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 months to feed, so this bird will have to feed for himself, I'm afraid. Boom. Wait, I think that's in here too.
Oh, good, gods be good, there's goon. Alright, I'll give back every gil I owe, I swear, but no more beatings, I beg you.
Ooh, achievements. You have earned your first achievement. Achievements are earned by reaching milestones and doing things. Always including titles. Oh my. Okay.
Look, I've got the kill on hand, but I do have this ring. Ain't much to look at, but it'll surely fetch a high price. What's me dear departed mom's wedding ring? God's rest her soul, but she'll understand. Show it to my main over at the Ossuary, and you'll get your coin.
Greetings, adventurer. What brings you to the Arsoneth Ossuary? You wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of the Didalata. Very well. It is most unfortunate when such drastic measures must be taken, and doubly so when the item in question is a fake. Such a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know that our appraisals are not free. Normally, this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Last, considering the negligible value of this ring, I'm afraid you would still owe us. However, since this is a rather unusual circumstance, we shall waive the fee this once. No need to concern yourself with the bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. Bullshit. Ether. Sure, health pots. Health pots.
How can the Ossuary demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Don't they understand that a woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rouge and sun-silk dresses and feed my marmot? Oh, if only I had the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked harder and showed some initiative, surely he would be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things didn't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg you. Speak with my husband, Bobonima. Find some way to motivate him. You should find him at the Coliseum entrance wearing one of those ridiculous outfits.
Okay, but, oh, you're just right here.
Oh, I'm Bobonima. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That is, if you believe that harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around, spending my hard-earned money, and now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Well, if you're hell-bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these Friends of Fair flyers and posting them on the walls inside the Coliseum. I've got a long day ahead of me standing out here, so I won't be getting to it anytime soon. When you're finished, go and tell Vulcan at the Gladiators Guild. He should give you something for your trouble.
Key items. Selecting use. We'll get there, my little dudes. I feel like there should be a run. Oh, it's getting loud. No. No. You people, you stop it. Stop with your noises. No.
How was the tour of the city, Loki? Get lost, did you? Nah, well, it was a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Alright then, all that's left for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand.
Boom. Raging Quicksand, friend. As you can see, we cater to a clientele adventurous streak. Yep.
It turned red. It turned big milk. Very big milk. Someone's having some issues. Alright, if we come down here somewhere. Is it? Oh, that's a pugilist skill. Ugh. Alright, well, let's go, I guess, in here. Yeah. The steps of fall. Okay, so I'm supposed to... Boop. Yo. Boop. 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 Boom. All right. Boing. Ye be helping Bobonima? Well, ain't that charitable of you. Franz has gotten pretty popular lately, and his fans keep stealing these flyers and taking them home as souvenirs. So you met Bobonima's wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you get caught up in all that. If you ask me, they're made for one another. Now that's my place to judge, mind. Anyway, we appreciate your help. Boom. Now we go outdoor. Out here. Okay, battle. Little ladybug. Interesting. Experience points. Finding items. Bounty, no way to be traded. Okay, but how do loot? Welcome to Hellfire, little marmot. Whoa. Oh, is it just instant? Interesting. Right. F. What if I go? this is interesting. Cactuar. We need true pelts. All kinds of stuff. You've time to spare, don't you? Make yourself useful and help me find my missing crates. Manifest clearly states the 3 crates bound for the East Aldernard Trading Company were included in the latest shipment from Vesper Bay, but I can't seem to find the bloody things. They ought to be around here somewhere, but I can't waste any more time looking. If you find the crates, bring them to me. No, 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 no. This can't be happening. There's no time to spend anymore. No. You there. Please, you must help me. Go kill as many cactuars as you must. Gather 4 bottles of their blood. I don't care if you have to hunt the little green buggers for extinction. Please, there's no time to explain. Just know that my very life hangs in the balance. For the love of the gods, hurry, man. No. No. You there? Yes, you. You're an adventurer, are you not? You travel about Teorzia, slaying beasts and finding treasure, that sort of thing? I'm in need of help. I must travel to Horizon where my cargo awaits, but my chocobo, Slugger, won't move an ilm. I tried to have a closer look, but I saw a vile pair of antennae protruding from his feathers and lost my nerve. I love Slugger with all my heart, but bugs I cannot do. Fearing may have a parasite ladybug that's gorging itself on his blood. Check him for me, would you? And if you find a ladybug dug in there somewhere, kill it. Hey, buddy.
Quack, quack.
Yeah? Speak to the Slugger.
Quack, 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 quack.
Slugger says thank you, and you've my thanks as well. I was sure that sunup it was a parasite ladybug. Must have latched itself on somewhere along the road. How the bloody thing managed to stay concealed at that size is a complete mystery. In fact, I'm not even going to question it. I'd just like to move on and put this behind me. If we don't keep our chocobos healthy, cargo won't be able to move over land. We owe these birds a great debt. I wish more folk would see that. Boom. Shakalaka. What am I looking for? Lorraine? Okay, locate missing cargo. Here's one. Outside somewhere. Or not. Here's one. Two. Oh, it's right here. Did you find my crates?
Great job, friend. These will make the next wagon, thanks to you. Shipments never stop coming day in and day out. Just keeping track of everything is enough to give me migraines. Business is good, true, but what use is money if you haven't the time to spend it? Haven't downed a pint with friends in weeks. Boxes, crates, barrels, lifting, moving, stacking, there's no end to it. Tired, so very tired. Say, friend, do a hard-working stranger a kindness, would you? See this letter safe to Kickapoo at the Silver Bazaar. I'd call on her myself, but I haven't the time and doubt these weary legs would carry me if it did. I'd like to send her something nice along with it. Could I trouble you to scrounge up, say, 5 hammer-beak tail feathers? Gods know you can find the beasts around here easy enough. Kickapoo's a dear old friend. She's called the Silver Bazaar home for far too long. There's been ill rumors of the place of late. I'd just like to make sure she's well is all. Oh, what's this? Transfer. Huh. Don't plan to stay here. No looting is kind of odd. Okay, so I have no MP. Interesting. Huh. Okay. You. Bonk. Bonk. Yeah, bonk. I do this, it says... Alrighty. Have you brought the Cactuar blood? All 4 bottles? Show me! Phew, you've saved my hide, friend. Just stopped to give my cargo a check on the way to Ulda and saw that all my bottles of Radzatan skin tonic were as empty as a Garlean promise. Looks as though the lids shook off in transit and the whole load spilled right out. But I refuse to have it said that Guntram failed to make good on the delivery. Cactuar blood is supposed to help keep the skin supple. I'll just use what you've brought to fill the empty bottles, and all those lovely Uldan ladies will be none the wiser. Oh, don't worry about getting found out. Radzatan skin tonic is still a rare find, all the more so this far south. I'll venture none in Ulda would even know it would from an ampule. Okay. Do. Have you heard the news about the goblet? All that quality land so desperately coveted is to be auctioned off to bidders regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine, the entire area could end up owned by wealthy foreign... beg your pardon, sir. It isn't that I dislike adventurers, far from it, but when you consider that Ulda is still struggling to accommodate countless refugees, the idea that this land is being sold for profit is not surprising whatsoever, come to think of it. Still, the least they could do is give preferential treatment to hard-working Uldans like me. I've been saving for years just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along.
So you wouldn't have to be curious as well, would you, about the goblet? My hands are full here, but if you've a moment to head that way, look into this auction business on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an immortal flames representative by the gates or in the goblet who can explain what's going on. This wouldn't happen without General Robon's approval of that much, I'm sure. Okay. We have this. Goblets down there. Tail feathers. I have no idea what this is, so let's go find out. Okay, so it's a fate. Short full active time event. Okay, so it's a thing that we should stay away from. What level we hammer this beast, bruh. Doesn't say I need an earth sprite, so there we go, level 5. Ooh, what's that? Which Slambo? Feathers. Sewer syrup. That's a thing. Silver Bazaar. So I feel like the goblet might be my next best choice. Question though is, where are these hornets and shrews? This way.
Heard about the auctions, have you? You're not the first to approach me this morning. Tis true, in an effort to encourage immigration to our great nation, all lands within the goblet are to be set aside for adventurers like yourself. Tragic, some might say, that only adventurers are permitted to settle within its wards, but such decisions were made by men wiser than me. Now, a beautiful place, the goblet, a man-made oasis built atop a towering butte. But why bother explaining when you can see it for yourself? Just head through these gates and follow the road. If you wish to know about the goblet, speak with the recruit station just past the entrance.
He'll be happy to assist you.
To proceed with the quest, you may visit any residential ward within the goblets.
Boom. Okay. No, I'm good. Journey to the goblet. Okay, so let's go to anything. Ward here. We're gonna go here. Here. Here? I don't really understand. Oh. Okay. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Goblet. Beg your pardon, an Uldon woman asks you to learn more about the auctions. Oh dear. So you have heard these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is an Uldon citizen, she is ineligible to participate. Should you yourself have a mind to purchase a plot, pray speak with a resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Bawoos. Caretaker. Or maybe we can just leave. Fine. Yeah. Alright, well. You've returned. Tell me what you've learned of the auctions. What do you mean it's reserved exclusively for adventurers? I mean, sure, times are tough. Every nation is scrambling to attract formidable fighters. But what about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? Bah, it's just not fair. You can no teleport to there. Give me access to the Aetherite. Okay, so we got timed events. We got one quest way down there. We don't have an auto run. So what we need to do is go back in here. Try to figure out where some things are. And turn some things in.
to the right. No. We're going here. Back in one piece, are you? It's about bloody time. I admit you look as though you just picked up a sword yesterday, but you handled yourself well enough, I'll give you that. And here, I'll give you this as well. Ain't worth a night in Old Dust's finest pillow house, but I'm sure you'll find a use for it. Sells for 100 gil. Yeah. So now that we've done that, we go down south to the ossuary. The blood, have you brought it? Yes, yes, this shall serve nicely. By virtue of your toil, I am one step closer to publishing the many breaths of Thanalan. Thank you. Take this as recompense. Go now, and may the traitor smile upon you. Oh, hell yeah. Put that bad boy on. Okay. Okay. There's a bunch of quests up here. So we're gonna go there. Boing. 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 Ba ba. Sure, darling, you can come for... Okay, it's too loud. But I love to read this stuff. It is hurting my head. Let's just get out of here. Too loud. Oh, tougher than leather. Hornets. Boom. Hornets. And there's a shrew that's dead, but... Dude. There's that.
Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Momota advised me to expect? I am Papa Sean, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell, passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12 now. There have been plenty of both these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now, true Uldans work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Uldar to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard too were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there is still such work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Uldar needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to this point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability.
Cyborgs. All class.
Perhaps you could perform an errand for me? It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area dispatched to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. Isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? Find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself.
Oh, that got dark. He's not wrong. But that got dark. Ring. Sure. Butts. Oh, it's red. Because it's red, it's the color they are. Okay.
Anyone seen Kakazani since last night? Anyone? Hey, what are you doing with that timetable? I've been looking all over for it. Got it from Kakazani, you say? Why, that useless drunk, I'll wager he was out all night again chasing after skirts. That's it. The next time he misses his shift, I'm tying him to the tracks.
Boom. So now we have pets. Alright. So what are you? Nothing to see here. Oh, we'll deliver some pretzels. Report, deliver, speak. Yep.
Hold, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. State your name and business, Twilight Pretzel from Papa Sean. By the gods, forgive me, because today's new post has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that, yes. Well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe as long as I stand watch. Please give Papa Sean my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favor. Bloop.
What are these lollipops on the map? Tweedles.
Western front clear, eastern front clear. For me, from Papa Sean? Charlie Pretzel, my favorite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you say I have no stomach for fighting. Boing. Boing. Thump, thump. I'll save me. Scorching days, freezing nights. It's supposed to be the end of me. You'll have pretzel. A try pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Oh, now that's a refreshing pretzel. I feel reborn. Oh, spring. You've returned?
You've returned, and with a fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how far are Sultan Sworn sentries? Do they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles, then, and stay a moment. There is more I would ask of you.
Sword bon hora. So no bon Stave.
Loki, I had just this moment. No, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news, which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultan Sworn. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I've been ordered to see to her safe return. Sultan Sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Loki. It must not. I need you to help me find her. Praise the 12, I know I can count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but that land is vast and there's only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lyra. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck.
Quest accepted.
Alright. Three tracks. Doop 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 doop.
Oh wait. I have to put my weapon on. Now I have my punishment stick. Beat you with that, beat you with that, beat you with my stick. Hello. Oh, Sultan Tree. You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. Duty calls. Commence battle for underneath the Sultan Tree. Level sync is in effect. If you are above the maximum allowed level, it will be synced as follows. You're about to enter a special powerful bosses. Dude list. Proceed.
mountain tree. Hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear.
Forgive.
Show yourself.
No, you.
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort.
Yeah.
Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. Ah, you must be the one the Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us.
Return.
The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person.
Blah, blah.
Dang, dude, you need to eat.
Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
Oh, how nice of you. This do. God, am I even looking to this guy? This is a thing. Oh, I can do this one. I can take these out. Yeah, I got those down. He sure likes having his friends. Oh, he's down. Duty complete.
I just wanted waffles.
Whew.
I got oven mitts on. What is this?
Hear, feel, think.
It's raining. Rainbows. Raining rainbows everywhere. What could go wrong? I don't know. But still got my hair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, loading screen.
Crystal bearer.
Hello? Hello?
I am Heidelin,
Hello?
all made one.
Cool story.
A light there once was that shone throughout this realm,
Oh, yeah?
yet it hath since grown dim.
Well, that's probably because you gotta change light bulbs every now and then.
And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life.
That's kind of like what happens when your
For
light
the
goes
sake
out.
of
It gets
all,
dark.
I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
Okay, I'll go change the light bulb. It's really not that hard. Just go, unscrew the old one.
The
and screw the
power
new
to
one in.
banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light.
No,
Journey forth and lay claim to them.
you really just need to light, new light bulb. That'll fix your light. It works every time. You really, you should try it. All this seems like overkill. No?
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee.
Okay, fine. I'll go get the
Only
crystals.
believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Uh-huh. Hello? You don't want to go that way. It's gonna hurt. Oh, you too? You're going that way too? Oh, okay. Oh, look at me! I can fly. Whee! Into
Go
the sun.
now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. Telling you, light bulb idea, super easy. You should probably try that first. Ugh. Oh, I had too much skooma last night. Oh, God.
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void sent? Here? But how?
But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits.
Yeah, these bandits clearly
Don't
have
suppose the
books.
answer came to you in a dream. No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt.
Nah,
Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal.
nobody said anything about a crystal.
But of course, this changes everything.
That's it though.
Oh, just thinking aloud. At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once.
Okay.
I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
probably shouldn't do that.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
Uh-huh.
As you wish, your impetuousness. I suspect we shall meet again before long.
Yeah, probably.
Until then, do try and stay awake.
No. I don't wanna. Hey, Shwo. Jump over you. And you. And you. And you. Bloop. 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 A bloop.
Thank the gods you've returned. You had us so worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse. Why, Her Grace Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I've already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan. You and the people of Ulda. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear you. It's not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in future.
Ugh.
I cannot thank you enough, Loki. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Laura from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude and the best I can offer.
Do you like my oven mitts?
Sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I see you met Sancred. He is a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the ether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. Pray you show the same kindness to the people of Fanland as you did to us today.
You mean...
Quest complete.
Ah. Go over here.
You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the Coffer and Coffin. For this purpose, I purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa mines, for which I wait, is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the Coffer and Coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. Apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Fanland has ever been a barren region. Believe me when I say that it takes no small amount of effort to keep Corp's crew here. We've been introduced earthworms to the soil in order to enrich it.
Last, they've been nigh eradicated by snipper-shrews, burrowing critters, and native to these parts. Unless we save the earthworms, this entire plot won't yield so much as a single pumpkin next harvest. Won't you help us by thinning out the shrew population? Shrew Hills should be the best place to start. If Chickadowa doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such, we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the Coffer and Coffin, right? It's beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge.
Okay. Hello? Okay. Snip this. Yeah, we're gonna take all these snippers. Snip them right out. Snip. Snip. Snip.
Thank you, friends. You truly are the champion of earthworms. Now we can look forward to a plentiful harvest of pumpkins. Wonder which ones will grace the Sultana's plate.
Boom. Quest complete. You have another one?
An idle adventurer is a sorry sight. I've no native assistance at the moment, but perhaps someone at the Coffin and Coffer wants a helping hand. Wowo Baru, their resident chef, comes to mind. The man is obsessed with inventing new dishes, and I hear his current fascination is fish. If you were to donate some for his cause, I'm sure he'd be grateful. Now, I'm a simple farmer and don't know much about fish, but I do know what I like, and I like Orobon. You won't find a more succulent fish in these parts, I tell you. If you have in mind to give some fish to Wowo Baru, I can wholeheartedly recommend fatty Orobon. 4 slices or so should be enough for him to experiment with.
Okay. So we want to go this way. Oh, you are just gotta be. I think I'm helping.
phase complete, a window detailing reward will be displayed. Rewards are distributed to all event participants or based on only success and individual contribution. The more active you are in completing, the greater contribution. Contributions indicated via the gold, silver, bronze, metal in the rewards window. Okay. Doom, doom. Drink for you, laddie. We won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. What's this? We Chickagoa ask you to bring this here to me? Ha! So even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning no remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drunken sudden arse back home. But hell's an honest to God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks'll do with her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies. Assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, laddie. Roll actions. Learned. Okay. Word is Blackbrush Station sorely undermanned. Stone torches there can't take a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pockets, you could do a lot worse.
This fish futile! There are no suitable species, but I shall not surrender. Orban, of course, but wait, how did you know of my epicurean endeavor? Well, it matters not. The solution you suggest is sensational. Sauté with salt, a squirt of sun limit. So simple yet sublime. Fish is a costly commodity here in Thanalan. Were it not for your local largesse, I would have been forced to fork out a fortune to have some brought hither. Thank you.
Quiz complete.
Ah, bugger, my stores are sure made nearly now. The meat is an indispensable ingredient for making my smoked shrew-loaves, which are famous for their fantastic flavor. Fortunately, I'm no fool. In preparation for the possibility, I have set 2 barrel traps outside our establishment. Alas, I'm not accustomed to butchering live beasts. If you could do the deed in my stead and bring me the meat, I can continue to cook.
Bruh. Boom. I gave them big dumb. Big dumb. Dude.
Bum, 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 bum.
Have you carved up the critters? Quickly, else my customers will complain. This rich, robust redness sure meets its lean, yet lovely, I'll learn you. Slathered in my secret sauce and smoked, it is a symphony of savory sensations that will satisfy even the most critical connoisseur. It takes time to prepare it properly, though, so I fear we may be forced to deny our dedicated customers their desired dinner regardless.
Complete. Boom. 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 Boom, boom, boom. Looking for work, perchance? If so, couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches, tell swords, hired by Amagini, Gina, and Son's medical concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it's for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that could be a messy work and liable to get messier still if you're ill prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience I sent an ill-equipped venture to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. Equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gear of item 5 or higher. So, you ready for inspection? Good, everything appears in order. Yet know that naught is a guarantee in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress. After all, at any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between, and I would not have you throw your life away. I have had to bury too many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dents in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. Yes, gear. Bye-bye. Sure. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we'll go with this then. Let's get to it then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through the station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through tunnel by Fesca's watch, tunnel in which some genius saw fit put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a Koblin nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in the tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the Koblins hide. Use the silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures and slay them. See that bloke over there? Name's Osberth, and he's hurt bad. Now, it ain't my job to mind his business. I'm a torch, he's a blade. But at the end of the day, we're both people. You know what I'm saying? Any road, I went over to him just earlier, asked what's wrong, but he refused to tell me, the stubborn bugger. Seems like pride's more important to him than his life. What is it with men and acting tough? Tell myself I've tried, but if a fella ends up kicking the bucket, I don't want that on my conscience. I know that this is sudden, but could you try and talk him into drinking a high potion? I'd sleep a bit better for it. I ain't got one on me, but one of the fellas over yonder sells them. To repair? Sales. There. Breathe, Osbert, old boy, just breathe. Pain is just weakness leaving the... Damn it, my head! If only I had saved a high potion, I think this might be the end. Well, I don't really need this, but if you insist, you have my thanks, adventurer.
I was resigned to suffering in silence, for I, Osbert the Undying, veteran of countless battles, could not afford to show weakness to my colleagues and our allies. Looked to me for inspiration, you see. To think that I was almost brought low by a gentle blow to the head. Ha ha ha. I was only incapacitated for a few moments, I think. To repay you for your discretion in this delicate matter, I shall share with you my warrior's wisdom. But you must practice your juggling, use heavy stones at your own peril. Boom. Ba-doom. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. I don't know, but let's try this, yo. Pimpin' sash. Neck, ears, wrist, rings, waist. Alright, where to now? Here. I mean, as far as this place goes, it looks like that's it. I gotta kill an ant. I gotta. Yeah, you know me. Playing on the tracks. I don't know what this stuff down here is, but... Whoa. Boop. All good, all good. Boom. The hell? Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of kobolins, but wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of Imagina, its son's middle concern, but of Ulda herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more men like you to lend a hand.
Ah, the altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it, may I? Rumor has it that there is a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Sildi. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence, and even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is Wyston, and he is a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with this aquarium. Of course, the Saboteurs only consider the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ulda. If you were
If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lord Lolorito. He has long lavished gil upon the thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express contention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice it to say, if Weiston thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that eventuality may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Weiston and volunteer for his expedition? Looking to help out around the station, are you? Well then, how about hunting some hammerbeaks? We must receive an order from Eshtame's Lipidaries for silver ingots. They need it to make ceremonial silverware, so I'm told. However, we've been instructed to refine the ore by melting it in a furnace lined with a layer of bone ash. Since we don't have normally smelt silver this way, I've long neglected to restock our stores of hammerbeak ribs. Alas, there's no time to order more, slay several of the fiends, and take their bones to Berengar in my stead. I'd be forever grateful.
We can do that. Ooh, what's you? Some folks down here. Let's speak to Weiston. We're not gonna speak to Weiston yet. I joined the fate apparently. We're doing. Survivor rats. That makes 7. First things first. I want to go. does this take me? Steps of Nald. Uh-huh. Which is where? It's loading. Yep. Don't we have one to turn in like right here? Jajakuta. Back already, are you? Come let us see what you've brought. Exceptional. These are fine true pelts indeed. Well done, my friend. The Pugilist Guild is among my largest clients. Fear what would have come to pass had this order been delayed any longer. Take this, mate. You've earned more than earned it. Mimishu. Scorpion Crossing. The way couldn't be simpler. Pass through this gate and head west till you come upon it. Deliver a package, are you? In that case, you'll want to speak to Oswald when you arrive. You have the satisfied look of a mage who has utterly vanquished his foes. Loki, formally welcome you to the Brotherhood of Saboteurs. The purpose of this trial is to gauge your capacity for wielding thaumaturgy, an innate quality, the limits of which you're bound by the level of etheric energy flowing through your physical being. Aether, the very stuff of life, exists when all living creatures to a greater or lesser extent. Remember this, for it is the most basic law of arcane manipulation. Now I have here a tome that serves you as a hunting log. As the name suggests, this page is to be filled with records of the enemies you slay. The log also contains the names of such adversaries that will challenge and improve your skills as a thaumaturge. As your experience grows, so shall your reserve's thaumaturgical endurance. The wellspring of your magical might will also swell in response to moments of extreme terror and duress. When you find yourself seeking greater challenge, when next you crave the thrill of exquisite fear, that is when you shall know the time has come for you to visit me once more. Next thaumaturge quest will be available from Kokobi once reaching level 5. Oh, about that. About that. Your burgeoning power strains against the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial you shall have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned thaumaturge Zozomaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you on the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters and comprise this exemplary work. And much shall you learn about the threats with which a practitioner of our art must contend. First chapter, the threat of intimacy, falls within Kokubigo's purview. It is only fitting that one so averse to being approached should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. Yes, Loki. Been expecting you. Allow me to read you the pertinent passage from the opening chapter of Zozomaya's Guide. The threat of intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield. Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by fist or sword or spear. But the burly warrior waxes fearsome with every closing step.
fists shatter bone, blades slide through flesh, spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat, and stand you apart from such men. That last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. Lesson, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit or stabbed or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapons at your person. Thus the wise Saboteurs always strikes from afar. The farther the better. Now, let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for a vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells. Once you've slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat for Fafafono. Doesn't mind us conducting trials so close to his shop as long as he's properly compensated. Yes, Loki, we pay him in sorcery-blasted bird flesh. Duh. Doesn't everybody?
So we gotta go to Central Thamalalam. Zoom. Zoom. I mean, this really doesn't feel like I'm running or moving any faster. Boom. Zoom. Wait. This isn't where I was trying to go at all. At least I don't think so. The steps of Null. Yes. Horizon, Weiston, break ribs to this guy. Okay, where's this? Okay, so I gotta go to the western. Run. Boom. Gonna go out this way. Boom. Don't need to breathe anyways. Got stuff up here, got down south. Why do you have a little thing over your head? Do I need to kill you? Thing over your head, there's an A. I don't understand. do not understand. Alright, well, anyways. Hey, Oswald. It's gone. I know it's by gods. As if I haven't already enough problems. You took the wrong package. Botolf, you bloody oaf. Oaf. The Horizon package, you're a 12th send. You spared me quite a headache, friend. Thank you. If only there weren't so many other misplaced shipments plaguing me these days. Sure. Yeah, head this way. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. We're just gonna keep on running tonight, I don't know about you. But ba-ba-da-ba-doo. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo, 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 ba-ba-da-ba-doo. Sweat of intimacy. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo-doo-doo. Destination. That's done. Kicky poo.
Well, what is it then? Come to try and scare me and these poor folk off our land again? Go on, do your worst. I'll not budge one step from this spot. Hammerbeak Tailfeathers and a letter? Dear gods, it's from Oswald. Have you seen him? Is he well?
Dearest Kickapoo, it's been too long since I wrote you last. How have you fared since? As ever, I'm a slave to my trade, and sadly it hasn't been seen fit take me to or through the Silver Bazaar in some years. Heard it told the scum of Ul'dah have set their sights on your Silver Bazaar. Seems beyond saving. Really, how long do you mean to linger in that horrid hovel? Remember, some birds just aren't meant to be caged. Spread your wings and soar once more, Kickapoo.
Spread my wings and soar? By the gods, this is by far the most ridiculous letter I've ever read. And Hammerbeak Tailfeathers, the dolt does realize he sent the feathers of a flightless bird, doesn't he? Well, Oswald can go bugger himself. I've no intention of stepping one ilm from this hovel, much less soaring from it. It's my hovel and I love it. You have a warm face for an outsider, not like those other curs loitering about the bazaar. Surely you've seen the hammers to the east of here, or at the very least heard them. Well, a few of their workers have decided to drop in on us for a little rest and relaxation, but they're no workers. They're nothing but hired muscle sent to threaten the people of the bazaar and harass our shops. It's not the first time. But I dare say a formidable lad such as yourself just might be able to scare them off with some strongly worded doubts. What say you?
Sure.
You're done making use of my testing grounds, are you? Cough up the feet. There's nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. Nice doing business with you, Saboteurs. Did you say Saboteurs? Has its mate just completed the guild trial?
Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you out to our bazaar this fine afternoon? The gentleman here just slew himself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced to ribbons by beak and talon. And that's not the sort of flesh I would taste for, you understand?
My brothers, not again!
No? Hey there, friend. I've a sure way into some easy gil if you're interested. It won't even require you to break a sweat. Well, not much of one. All you need to do is slay enough crusty goblins to gather 4 bottles of goblin grease and then deliver them to here by the name of Adelard at the Hammers. Once he has the grease, he can use it to keep the hammers running. Couldn't be more simple. I'm surrounded by fools here. They detest the hammers and the new way the life they symbolize. They care only for the success of the past, but it blinds them to the opportunities of the present. Change isn't coming, friend. It's already here. Call the Silver Bazaar home for now, but I've no lingering affection for the place. I go wherever there is gil to be gotten.
Okay. Delivery Moogle? Ooh. Please, you must help me. It's my father. Well, he isn't dying or anything. He's a fisherman by trade, you see, but he broke his only compass. He hasn't been able to put out to sea in weeks. The compass is very special. It was crafted by the goldsmiths of Eshtame's lapidaries. Repairing it will require many chunks of magnetite. Such stones can be found near the lighthouse. Search is not without its dangers. The area is rife with earth sprites drawn to the magnetism. I'm a lowly fisherman's son. I have no arm for fighting, nor the stomach. 3 chunks of magnetite would serve to mend the compass. Once you find them, please take them to my father Galfregus. No doubt he'd still be dawdling about the bazaar as always. Emotes. Dubits. Okay. Salute, wave, welcome. Doubt. You Silver Bazaar folk are annoying as all hells, I'll give you that. Bugger this job, I'm off to find some peace and quiet. Okay, so there's one. Years working, I said go away. Enough already. I'm leaving. Tell that bloody kickapoo this is the end of nothing, you hear? Nothing.
Well, my traveler, may I interest you in the Chocobo Porter? Do not tell me this is your first visit to the stop. I shall update my register with your name so that you may access the location in the future.
Similar to rental chocobos, meaning that they'll never be attacked while in transit. Okay. Bah, I was just about to leave anyway, so don't go thinking you had any part in it. Get out of here. Persistent little bugger, ain't ya?
Fine, I'm on my way, but tell that kickapoo this ain't over.
Are they gone then? All of them? Well, that's a relief. Serves them right for trying to scare honest folk from their homes so that their own masters can buy them. The hammers were built to pound the ground here into solid foundation. The plan is to turn these tracks into manors and manses for Thanalin's wealthy. Same fate awaits the Silver Bazaar since the value of the land is set to rise. Small wonder some opportunist is trying to drive us all off so he can have it all to himself. Silver Bazaar may not be what she used to. Aye, more people leave now than come, and aye, more shops close than open, but it's my home and I don't mean to be chased off by some bloody gillionaire. Craven who sends his common thugs to do his dirty work.
Key. Done, 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 done. I think I need to kill these. By fire be purged. Magnetite. Okay. Another one over here. Okay. Two. Oh, there we go. Boom. And loot. Hey, Fatawani. You had so many of those come at the same time, it sounded like a rattlesnake.
Don't waste your time, mate. Bloody compass done broke on me. I'll not be fishing this day nor the next, more than like. Magnetite? Daniel's asked that of ye, did he? So Dad's to fix up the old compass, put back out to sea, is he? Catch a nice haul of fat fish, I have a vessel that's barely seaworthy and scarce big enough for me alone. I've no crew, no hands to help with the haul. All bloody day at sea busting me arse, getting me a few gill at best. God's days ain't what they were. Time was ye could scarce count the ships what used to make berth here. There weren't no empty coin purse or stomach in all the bazaar. Small ships ain't got no place to see no more. Everywhere I go, in the shadow of wake of some monstrous trawler or seiner. The old ways are done. We little fishermen done lost our way. I ain't no fisherman no more, nor much of a father, I suppose. I'm just a broken man with a broken compass and broken dreams. I appreciate what you did, friend, bringing me magnetite. I gave it some more thought, I did. Putting back out to sea and all, but even with me compass fixed, still ain't got me lucky copper lures. Was waylaid by some goblin muggers a few weeks back, just north and east of here. Thieving buggers made off with all me lures, dozens all told. Must be felled some earth sprites to get at them magnetite chunks, am I right? So I reckon ye could put down a few goblins and bring me back some lures. Suppose I could make do with just two of them. Couple of copper ones should serve for now. Ye up for helping put a broken life back together? Oh no, maybe. Hi, Squedsy. Tony, did Squedsy have water? What is it? Can't see I'm busy cleaning the sand cogs from these hammers. Gods, I kill for a few bottles of Coblin grease right now. Coblin grease? Fafono must have sent you. Thank the gods for both of you. Before long, these tracks will be covered with the estates of Uldan Elite, but the ground is still too loose to build upon. Hammers are pounding to make a solid foundation. Once that's done, then you'll see the structure start to rise. The building was planned to stretch even further to the heart of the Silver Bazaar, but it seems the powers that be are being met with some local resistance. Here's some last name Kickapoo holds the rights to the bulk of the land here. Stubborn to a fault, that one. A bloody thorn in the side. Boom. Oh, give me another one back here. Let me go up there to tackle a problem. Doop 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 doop. Hey, Asta. Yeah, you know, just came up with something.
Those freaking haulers. Who do they think they are? I paid good coin too. Oh, you there. You're one of those task-seeking adventurer types, are you not? Some wares I ordered from the old Don merchant arrived, but those bloody worthless haulers just dropped them outside the gate and left. Ain't obliged to bring them no further, the lazy bugger said. Gate to the bazaar, still the bazaar. Order ain't said nothing about no home delivery. The gall. There are 3 pieces in all. Would you be so good as to bring them to me?
Sure. One, a 2, a 3.
Gods, those oafs better not have damaged my bags. Well, have you found them yet? Let's see. Yes, and yes. Excellent. Everything is accounted for. These bags contain garments from sun-soaked tapestries, though each is flawed in some way. In Uldar, even a minor misthread is enough to turn the most luxurious gown into fodder for the furnaces. Not here, though. So long as the garments bear a famous name, the souls of the Silver Bazaar have no qualms with quality. Times used to be better. We were never driven to such lows, but gil is harder to come by now, and more so with each passing day. All that's left of this bazaar are overly proud souls with underly developed tastes. Everyone clings to the glories of the golden past, yet none make efforts to reshape the dismal present. I pray these damnable bazaar some day sinks beneath the sands that strangle it, the sooner the better.
Bolts. Boom. Alright, let's go fight some goblins. Actually, I want to be like... What happens? What does that look like? So I could do that, and I could put my helm back on. I kind of like that. Now I'm in the fate. Why I'm in the fate? But let's do this. Oh boy, I hope somebody comes back. Keep the party going. Ugh. Boom. Boom. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. On top of me. Ugh. When I went to make a character, like, everything was full. This potato, yeah, whatever this one is, this is the only one that was like a normal server that I tried, and it allowed you to make somebody. Yeah.
Notice me, senpai!
Go. Oh, I already have the list that I needed. Just killing them for fun at this point. Doop-a-doop-doo. Yeah. So, this has been interesting so far. We're about to hit level 10. Hello. You're up here. Gefritos. It ain't easy to task, but I'm asking all the same, friend. 2 copper lures, get me back out to sea and put me, Danielle's heart at ease. I'll be hot pancakes. Me old copper lures, never thought I'd see these buttes again. Bloody hells, them goblins sure saw to banging them up. Bah! Ain't gonna be catching no fish with these. Well, that's that. Must be Nald himself telling me to give up me sea legs. Might be as there's a new life waiting out there somewheres. Maybe me compass will lead me to it. Born and bred here I was. Ain't never called no place else home. Times are changing though. Suppose I could sell off me land to them bloody buzzard prospectors. See what else is out there for me.
It's terrible, Loki. Simply terrible. Please, you must help us. We've already done so much for us, I know, but we are in grave danger. Those fiends have drawn up a fake contract of sale and are trying to use it to drive us from the bazaar. Do you smell that, Kickapoo? That is the smell of inevitability. You knew this day would come. You simply chose to fill the interim with resistance rather than acceptance. Brave but foolish. Back for more, Kendrick? How many times must I say it before it seeps into that thick skull of yours? I'll die before I see one elm of this land fall into your hands.
Easily arranged, I assure you. Come, Kickapoo, listen to reason. You know who we are. You know our deeds. You've no hope in this. Look at this miserable place. A stain on the map. You resist now, but I swear I will lay waste to these shabby tents and broken buildings. And when I'm finished, I guarantee you will thank me for it.
Oh, you stupid, foolish man. You couldn't be more wrong. You may no longer boast of visitors or guild past days, but this is home to me and many more. Our memories are here, years worth of them, decades. We sweated together when we dug this well, we laughed and drank together in every festival, and we mourned together with each life the desert took from us. That is the Silver Bazaar. That is home. Those memories are what make this place. And I swear to the 12 above, I'll feed you and whatever masters you serve your own manhood before I let you destroy it.
Ugh, stubborn girl. No matter, the sale is all but concluded. Look about you. Writs of seizure have already been posted. And I'd not think of taking them down were I you. In this futile fight, Kickapoo, there are far more of us, and if you are truly willing to die for this place, we're more than willing to oblige you.
Notice me, senpai? Loki, please, the writs of seizure, you must tear them down and chase Kendrick from here once and for all.
So, asked a fun story. Twitch marked that statement as misogyny. Obviously, I let it through, but I thought that was something very strange, and let everybody know. Look, I don't know. That's what the little thing popped up and said. It made absolutely no sense to me either. Yeah, welcome to Autobot. Boom. It's not the best. Alright, well. I mean, that should be about it, right? Cores delivered 0. Hello. Cores can never have too many cores. Core, this will serve nicely. Yeah. Didn't get a lot, but you know. Ooh. Search and seizure. Okay, tear down the search and seizure. Hired hand. Yeah, I've done a few of these, but none of them had the turn-in. Luckily I got all but one turn-in, so it's not bad. Not bad. Hey, buddy. You doing the I gotta pee dance? Okay. Boom. I thought you might be along. Pity you're too late. The demolitionists are already on their way.
Every building bearing a writ of seizure will be rubble within the hour. The writ? What have you done? By that means, my men. No, that's impossible.
Wow.
The day may be yours, but I will be back soon and with far more fearsome company. You've made an enemy for life, you fool. I won't be content simply to see the bazaar struck from the maps. No, I will not rest until his name is wiped from every history book in Eorzea.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So, Kendrick is gone for now, is he? That's certainly the brightest news we've had in a while, though I can't help but wonder about the more fearsome company he threatens to bring. I've never had a way with words, bloody paltry things, but we would like to thank you, Loki. You've not just saved the Silver Bazaar, you've saved me. You've saved who I am. I see now that I'll have to maintain constant vigilance to keep my home from harm, but it's a vigil I welcome. I'll stand up to any threat that comes through that gate, and we'll stand with you. What do you...
Saw what you did for us having Loki here chase off Kendrick and all. It's true, there ain't much here worth fighting for, but it's home, and I, for one, ain't ready to give up on it just yet.
As this is home, and even if there's nothing left but sand and cracked stone, then I say we build something. Right here together. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, and most of all, thank you. There are no more fine garments of gold spun and brocade here, no more bustling port with ships full of cargo and fish. But the better days live on in our hearts. We are the Silver Bazaar, and it is us. Our memories, our past, our history, that is what makes this place. So long as we remain, so too does hope. You taught us what it is to defend the home we love, and from now on, we'll do no less for ourselves than you've done for us. I have a final favor to ask of you. This letter, I wonder if you would deliver it to Momodi for me when next you visit Ul'dah. She and I have been friends for many years. Let her read my words and she'll be able to give you the reward I cannot.
Squidzy, I think that would be a ton of fun. But I have absolutely no idea how to go about doing that. But yeah, that would be really cool to do. Didn't I have something else here? Yeah, I gotta go up to Horizon or whatever. I'm just gonna go up to Horizon.
It's such a long way.
Oh, we'll get there.
Hello?
Running, jump. Oh, I cleared him. Hammerbeak. Cleared it. Boing. Alright. Bah. Let's see.
Oh. Oh, we got flies. Copper. Oh, it's a dungeon. Oh, I found the dungeon. Okay, so we got stuff here. Can I click the shiny? I can click the shiny. Boop. Yes, I've spoken of Aetherite before. To update my register. So that's updated.
Greetings, adventurer. If you have a moment to spare, I have a proposition that's guaranteed profitable and legitimate both. Tell me, do you know what a pista is? It's a scalekin that looks like a snake, except it gets round on 4 legs. The creatures are wont to petrify their prey with their dreadful gaze before moving in for the kill. I want to get my hands on their eyes. Eyes of the Serpent, they're called. And I need someone who knows how to handle deadly wildlife to do the procuring for me. If you could slay some of the beasts and bring me 4 of their eyes, I'll see to it you're well rewarded. Most dire happenings are afoot. A most grave and treacherous trespass. Some unprincipled knave has some filching supplies from the storeroom. In order to apprehend this morally challenged rapscallion, I have procured 4 leg iron traps. To be completely honest, however, I'm not entirely certain how these things work. Would you be so kind as to set them for me? Once you are done, please report to my fellow brass blade, Chechazon. You'll want to know what that these traps are being put to proper use.
Words. The Silent King. Alright, well, we got... Nope, trap points. Trap. Loop. Trap. Loop. Loop. Loop.
You've set those traps up for Furfalupa, have you? Excellent. Perhaps now we'll see who thaws balls in a knapsack. Are those my leg traps in front of the gate? Trader's chocobo could step right into that and lose a foot. I better disarm those things for someone important is horrifically injured. Yes, I know you were just following orders. It's Furfalupa, you see. He certainly means well, but disaster follows the man like a behemoth chasing a butterfly.
Oh, I can do either one this time. What is difference? Ah. Intellect. Surely intellect is what I use. Yes, yes. Surely. Okay, so go kill pistas. Is that you? Are you Piste? You are. Okay. Fire. Kaboom. Yay, Satan. This and that and a little bit of this. Oh yeah. gonna kill the monster with something. Oh, nope. Okay. Okay, so I just need to... Ugh. Leave me alone. Rude. It's rude to attack your attacker. Just rude, absolutely rude. What is this stuff? If I click it. Brings up the character screen. What if I click this one? Brings up the inventory. Ah. Oh. Okay.
That's 4 eyes of the serpent I want. Slay as many pieces as it takes to secure them. The eyes. My thanks, adventurer. What do I mean to do with these, you ask? Well, I sell them, of course. They may not look like much at first, but if you dip them in an alchemical concoction, they transform into beautiful red gemstones. These gemstones have to fetch a handsome price in Gridania. Peace stays aren't found in the Black Shroud, you see. As a merchant, it's my job to know such things.
Leather Cooper. Leather Cooper. Alright, so that's that. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this and not that, because this and that and that and this, you know. Boop boop boo doo doo doo. Oop. Okay, so we need to. We'll go to the noisy place first, because it's noisy. Actually, what we want to do is we got weapons. 2 intelligence. So yeah. You have more stats. I felt like taking off the oven mitts. Boots. This one. What is this? A shield? Yep, that makes sense. Next. Where we'll just go with it. Oh, some people are so loud. There's an event? Oh, it's so loud.
What's all this then? You got something for me? A letter? Now who would think to... Kickapoo, haven't had a word from that old gal in ages. How's the dear doing? Let's see here. Haha. That's Kickapoo, alright. The time was I used to call in the Silver Bazaar quite often. This was back when it was still the busiest hub in Thunderland, mind you. Old Kickapoo and I used to stay up till dawn talking about, well, whatever girls do. Kickapoo's the very heart and soul of that place. Hell's even most folk here in the city still remember her name. Breaks my bloody heart to hear her, and them good folk were nearly forced from their land. Dirty business that, but I'm not to the point of worrying just yet. I'll wager guild to Gabu Poop. The Silver Bazaar will be rallying back to its former glory before long. In any case, I thank the 12 you were there to help them here for you on behalf of Kickapoo and the Bazaar.
Boom. Ugh. Get me out of here. So, there's mention of the little button above your weapon is recommended gear. Oh. Wait, where am I? Ah. Alright, well, you kind of have to look through that, because, looks like I don't have all the recommended gear on. Thanks for the heads up. Now, what is this event you're speaking of? Event? What event? Ooh.
Welcome back, Loki. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears untreaded. It truly is the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep well away from pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour. Bwahaha! Cringe. We thaumaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honors for knights and dead mages. Loki, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. So, it's true, Buki. Don't try to hide from me, Bigo, or you, Bonnie, or Bezzy, or Boha. Kabusi? What are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, Bussy, but Loki here was more insistent. And once again, you brushed me aside in the hope that I abandoned my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate you, all of you. Please, Brucey, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Bigo is.
That was Kokabusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but it simply isn't possible. The poor boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yet yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy.
Such is Kokabusi's determination that he spent all his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge. And I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible.
Ah, nice.
Yo, I want a hempen hat. It said a hempen hat, so we're gonna do that. Okay. Yes, Loki, yes. The aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Kokobani. Go to him and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat Apostle. Aha! So, Loki, you have come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you, however, your education shall not be third-rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last moment trips to the privy. Very well. The threat apostlety. Ah, how magnificent the ruthless power we wield. Flame devours, ice entombs, and lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when the wellspring runs dry. Flame sputters out, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. A terrifying thought, isn't it? A thaumaturge who has exhausted his arcane reserves is not but a man with a stick and a funny hat. For we mages, you may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins with our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one of two directions, astrally or umbrally. When you mind and spirit lean in an umbral direction, your thaumaturgy is affected by a state known as umbral ice. The potency of your spells is diminished, but they also require less energy to invoke. On the other hand, a thaumaturge in the astral fire state find the potency of his incantations enhanced, but at a greater cost to his etheric stamina. Now, with the concepts of etheric balance and efficient casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 Fs. Pray do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when the mauled corpse of one of my pupils is returned to the ossuary.
Boom. Alrighty, well, that is a perfect time to take a moment. We'll be picking this up again next week. It's been quite an interesting experience and look forward to seeing where the story goes on from here. I had a lot of fun and I hope you did too, and as always, I'll catch you all later. Toodles.